Hi everybody, and welcome to your indie snapshot. No, we already did an indie snapshot of this game. This is going to be a little mini-series, much like I did with SimCity and the original 6 episodes of Project Zomboid RC3. We're going to be doing a few episodes of this game. Could be 6, could be, I'd say, as always with mini-series, you're looking at 5 to 10 episodes. What I really want to do here is show off a much bigger chunk of the game, and to be quite honest with you, I'm rather addicted to this game and I love playing it. So I'm going to be starting a new company fresh, and we're going to run this company right into the ground, having a good time doing it, as always. So we're going to be making our character here very simple, and the idea behind it is just like I said, to show off a lot more of the game that a first impressions video can't really do. Now I know a lot of you said, and I've read a lot, that this is actually kind of a big ripoff to Game Dev Story. But at the same time, I've never played Game Dev Story. For those of you saying that, I believe you. I fully believe you. But I don't actually have that to compare it to, which is unfortunate. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Oh man, our basement is beautiful. So let's just start right away. We got to develop a game here. Let's pick a topic. Let's do something safe. Let's do let's get known for let's do what we did last time a little bit. A medieval action game for the PC. Let's just have a good start. Chivalrous. Let's just do it, man. We want some graphics. It's going to be an action game, obviously, but we need to kind of get a base kind of ground floor going, and I have a good idea of how I want this to do. So we want gameplay to be number 1, stories to be number 3, and engines crank it up a little bit. Let's hope my guy can crank out a decently selling game. The more he gets better at them, obviously the better he's going to be getting. So that was obviously a very redundant sentence, but you'll see what I mean. So again, with hope that this is going to be good. Now, all of you who said it does get much more difficult in the office stage, I agree with you. I've been there. I have been there for a while. It is much harder there, and hopefully we'll be able to show that off. Dialogues, not so much. Level design, followed by some AI. We want the levels to look good while you're wandering them and attacking them in wonderful 2D space, but at the same time, the AI can't be stupid because you're in an action game. Having AI that's poor in an action game will just break the game. In fact, we probably should have made that our number 1 priority, but no big deal. I want... let's see, graphics to be high, world design to be high, sound can take a slightly backseat. We want the graphics to be number 1. I guess I just want the worlds to be beautiful to look at. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong of me as a young designer? No bugs in the game. That is a first, actually. That's never happened to me before. So let's just, yeah, you can sit here and just let him work on the game if you have the time and money to do so, because he can pop in some improvements. Sometimes some bugs can show up as well. But I think it's safe enough to hit finish and see how this game does. Chivalrous, let's see how we do. Not bad. Good all experience all the way around, so we can hit release game. Let's see what the first reviews of the game come in as. Come on, high scores, baby. An 8. Wow, for our first game, an 8. Again, this is not, wow, we could do really well for our first game, which is amazing. I love it too, man. Oh, I can imagine just how wonderful Chivalrous is, you know, little 2D sprites that basically are 2 colors on top of another 2 colors. Oh, just great games in the early 80s. Mathis Games, a newcomer in the industry, has just released their first game, Chivalrous. The game received favorable reviews. With such a good start, Mathis Games are sure to gain fans quickly. Let's see how we sell. Oh, not bad. Wow. Almost 5,000. We made 15 in the charts. It's beautiful. That we now have 37 fans. That is the best start I've ever had to this game. It's all because of you folks. You're all watching. By the way, if you all have ideas for games you want to see me make, please put them in the comments below and upvote them for your favorite ones so I can make them and see how well they sell. 10,000 units sold. That's awesome. So we do some research here. We want a new topic, and I like to get sci-fi really early on. I like making sci-fi games. One of my favorite personal genres as a person. I can only imagine a lot of fans are out there for this. So I'm hoping to make a great sci-fi game. Sci-fi. So let's start a new development of a new game here. We're going to do a sci-fi game. You know what? No, actually, let's do a military strategy game. Let's get Yellow Alert on there because these are all going to be sequels eventually. Yellow Alert. Let's do it. Military strategy, 2D. Let's do it. Yellow Alert's going to be a huge seller. I know it. People love Yellow Alert. Story and quest is going to be a little bit more important. Engine is going to take down just a little bit. And we'll see what we end up coming up with Yellow Alert. Like I said, once we research sequels, all these games are going to be getting sequels. But I'm not going to make sequels until we have the ability to research them. Level design. AI is going to take a more important sitting. Level design is going to follow suit. Dialogue can stay where it is. I just want to reverse it just a little bit, as the AI in this in an RTS is very, very important. All right. Yep. The Commodore 64. Talk about how great it is, or should I say that something else 64? I forget what they call it here. Crank up the graphics up. Let's crank down world design. Let's make graphics the #1 here, and crank up sound just a little bit. Let's see what we can get for Yellow Alert. Oh, let's see. Come on. Chivalrous off the market. Sold 20,000 units. It's beautiful. So this game, very, very interesting to watch, as you can see. I don't know. The bubble sounds, I love them. They just sound so good. 8 bugs. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Mathis, you can do better than that. So 8 bugs. Look at that. We're even getting some design points as we do it. Gonna debug everything. Anything else coming out of your brain? Are we good? Any more bubbles? There we go. A little technology. And can I... Oh, a little bit of design. Are we good? Can I release the Yellow Alert now? Are you done? I'd say you are. Let's do it. So we got a new record in the design aspect, which is really good. Japanese company, the Invento. Basically the announcement that Nintendo is coming, which is good. Alright, let's see. The first of our newly released Yellow Alert has come in. Let's hope it's as good as the last one. Ooh, not as good. Looks like it may not be as enjoyed. Still a good game for sure. And now that we have fans, we should be able to see some good sales on it, but... Alright, so we, 2 6s and a 7 and an 8. Not too bad. We can hopefully see some good sales out of that. I'm going to save up the research points, though. And we're going to make an RPG, I think. Yellow Alert, I'm pressed by talent. I'm in the contracting business. So we can do contracts now to make a little bit of extra cash. While this is selling, let's already get to work on our new game. Actually, I lied. I lied a lot. We're going to spend a few more research points on another thing. I want to get fantasy researched as quickly as possible. As soon as we get fantasy research, we can start our RPG as well. We're gonna basically put our stamp all over everything. We're gonna be known for everything. All right, we got fantasy, so let's develop a new game. This is gonna be Decisive Fantasy. This is gonna be very important to our business. This is gonna be our calling card at some point. Decisive Fantasy 1. We're gonna title it 1 so they know. You know what? No, we don't want the crowd to know there's gonna be a sequel. Then if they already know there's gonna be sequels, they're immediately gonna have expectations, and well, we don't want to have to deliver on expectations. So, engine's gonna go up, gameplay is gonna go down ever so slightly, but engines and stories and quests are gonna be very, very important for this game in particular. Dialogue is gonna be obviously our main focus when that comes up. Yes, level design. Artificial intelligence can go down pretty low for an RPG. We'll do that. I think that's safe. With sliders, I don't know what it is, but with sliders, I never feel comfortable with where I leave them. I always feel like I should always adjust them ever so slightly. Even if, like here, okay, so we want graphics up there, but world design up there as well. We'll drop the graphics. Sound, if I lower it here, I feel like I should higher it, but then lower it, then higher it. Let's lower the graphics a little bit and bring up sound to just about its equal. We want some epic orchestra to go along with this game. Epic sound design. There we go. We got a lot of bugs in this one. We sold pretty well. I gotta look at how well it actually ended up selling in general. Let's kill off all the bugs. Any extra little brain tidbits? There you go. A little technology there. Are we good? Oh, there you good now? Let's do it. Let's sell it. Let's see what the reviews are. Well, this is a great combo. We leveled up a bunch, which is great. Mathis is now level 2. But more importantly, let's see how the reviews are, because that's what's going to dictate how well they're going to sell. Come on, Decisive Fantasy. Where are you? Oh no! Nice experience! I wanted this to be our magnum opus, but it was not, which is unfortunate. Very good. It's good, though. It's sold well, at the very least. Not bad. I mean, it could have been way worse. Let's see. Sci-fi. No, you know what? Let's just get a sports simulation running. Let's just get something going. We're going to call this Football 1986. Not baseball. We're in America. People like American football a bit better. Let's get this under development as we can. We want this to be basically none. Gameplay to be all the way up and engines all the way down. Well, till like mid-section. We just need to focus on the gameplay when it comes to designing a sports, kind of a sports game. So, dialogue all the way down. Level design can even be cranked pretty far down. And we can definitely crank up artificial intelligence here. Alright, I'm hoping that ended up working. I'm hoping. Let's see. Alright, so let's crank this up again. Alright, world design. In a football, not so important. Graphics, people are going to want. Sound, even not so much. We can even drop that a little bit. We want the graphics to look good in a football game or in a sports game in general. Let's hope that that is going to be what people want. I'm thinking I'm selling to the right crowd here. People are going to love it. Let's work out the bugs. I don't know, all those realistic grass bugs, I guess. Did not nearly sell as well as I'd like. Maybe Decisive Fantasy 2 will be the one that sells even better. Are we good? Can we release Football 1986? Let's do it. Let's see how it ends up being received. I'm very nervous. Very nervous. 2 new records. Good. Good. Let's release it. Are we good? Can we make some big cash here? Alright, come on, football. Nice experience. Good job. Star Games and their nice experiences. Very enjoyable. That's really good. Beautiful. Come on. Good game. 7877. I just hope it sells. Fingers crossed that this sucker sells. That's all I care. Can we get this to sell? Looks like we are. While this is going, I think we can now... custom engine we can spend on researching and getting the custom engine getting ready. And now that the Nintendo is out, we can actually make one that'll enable a gamepad, which is really important. Stop scratching your head. You know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. It's very simple to make a custom engine. At the very least, research one. Sales for the game have been really good. It looks like the second week, the actually sold better than the first week. And then obviously dropped off significantly the fifth week, rather, picking up just a little bit after the fourth. Overall, doing pretty well, though. So now we can make our own custom gamepad. Oh no, we need to research the gamepad is what we need to do. We're going to spend $20,000 on the gamepad. It's very important to get the gamepad involved in our engine. I need that. It's because we're going to be going to the Nintendo with a couple of games soon. Alright, there we go. Is it researched? You good? Alright, so. You just researched your first engine part? Yeah. So, we're going to create a custom engine now. Graphics, version 2 of the graphics. Mono sound, linear story, save game, gamepad. $130,000 to create, but at the same time, we are looking really good as far as money is concerned. This first part of the game is the easiest, obviously, but I do like to feel safe, feel comfortable, and I think... Oh, I called this Game Engine 1. I meant to call it MyTech. Oh, well, we'll call it MyTech later. Completely forgot to rename the engine, but whatever, no big deal. We'll make a game after this with the new engine on the Nintendo. It'll be exciting. It's going to cost us about $80,000 to get the license to build a game on the Nintendo. But that's fine. Yeah, let's do it. What do we got? Are we done? Good. Game Engine 1 is done. Let's develop a game. What do we want? We want on there. Let's make a sci-fi action game for this. So, we'll start simple. We want to pay the licensing fees, of course. We'll use my game engine for it. It's an action game. We're going to use version 2 of the graphics. We're going to come... Oh, I forgot to name the game. Are you kidding me? I totally forgot to name the game. But we're going to have save game and gamepad involved. Gameplay, engine, story, and quest. It's going to look really good there. Let's just do that. I think where those bars sit is going to be perfect. What do we got next? We want level design to be cranked up a bit when it comes to this. I think that'll be useful. We spent a few $100,000 on Game 5. Oh god, I can't believe I called it Game 5. That's horrible. Crank up the sound. Use mono sound. World design is going to be pretty important, but not as important. We'll actually crank down sound and make world design a little bit more important. There we go. Looking good there. Let's hope this is going to be a good seller for the people of the console wars. Hoping to help out Nintendo a little bit with this game. Got a few bugs there. We're at 5 bugs. Not a big deal. We can work that out. We even got a little bit more technology involved and another design blip. Anything else? Anything else? Can I release the game? I'm going to say yes. Yes, we can. New record for both because it was a great combo. And we'll release it to see what kind of fanfare we get. We lost another $8,000. Game 5. Game 5! Best name ever. Could have been more. Very good. Oh, wow. This is going all over the place. I like it. And quirky but good. Informed Gamer just loved it for some reason, but the others were like, it's okay. This is supposed to be my debut on the Nintendo, or the Ninvendo, rather. Increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater to the more mature age groups. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Alright, target audience is the new research. Let's crack it out. New topic. Ooh. No, let's target audience. Spend the... let's get a new topic first. Let's get pirates. Who doesn't love a good pirate game? I know I do. We're going to need to spend that money unlocking all of these particular things in time. My Delorian needs a little bit of work, I think. Particular. Alright, we got that. We're selling pretty good, so we could probably spend some money on the target audience research now as well. Very, very important. I don't know what kind of audience my company's going to target, but it'll be useful. But we'll have to worry about that next time. I think this will be good for episode 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game a lot. And I will see you next time.